The club. Standing in line. Uh-huh. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I'm sorry. I was twerking. Oh, just a second. Standing in line. Boom. Very good, Duran. What's up? This is not your show, Bruno. Get out of here. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Library Live. I'm your boy, Duran Antonio Tremaine, and I am cold. I'm either hot or cold. It's like there's no in between with me, and I'm freezing right now. I done turned the air on to like 70 something. Normally it's on 60, especially right before the show because you know we got lights and shit going on, and it get hot under these lights. I don't know how many of y'all have sat under some lights, but it gets warm. So I be turning the air on, thinking I'm gonna be okay. But I need a little blanket or something. A little blanket. Anywho, oh, Go Be Great. Speaking of, Go Be Great. My good Julie's at the Everything and Then Some podcast. Go get your Go Be Great tees and your Facts Are Facts. We wore Facts Are Facts last week. So this week we did Go Be Great. Listen, I hope you guys had a good week. I did not. I did not at all. My week was trash. I mean complete and utter trash. From work all the way up to personal wise, just trash. I'm so happy for it to be Thursday, because you know Thursday, no matter what I may be going through on Thursday, all that shit goes out the window because the Library Live is on Thursday and we get our lives. And more importantly, while we really gonna get our lives tonight, baby, we are doing our first efforts, if you will, at philanthropy here at the Library Live. Our first of many, because this will not be the last one. But we decided that literally at 5 a.m., I kid you not, 5 a.m. this idea hit me. It smacked me down like on, what was it, like Saturday or Sunday? No, it was before I was drunk. So it had to be last Friday or so. That I wanted to do a school supply drive for the Library Live and giveaway. So I'm thinking, I'm like, what can we do? You know, how's it gonna work? So I put together some ideas and I was up literally at 5 a.m. writing out rules and things. Because for you girls who don't know, I work in marketing. So that's what I do on a normal basis. We do promotional rules and regulatory things of that nature. That's what I do at work. So I'm writing rules and shit, like what's the rules of the promotion, where the prize is gonna be. So every week, every Thursday, we will be... Nah, I'm hot. See, I told y'all. Every Thursday, we will be giving out a book bag filled with... Shit. Girl, a book bag filled with school supplies. Now, listen. The book bag is unisex because... And the supplies in here are unisex, too, because we support gender neutrality here. And we don't believe in boy-girl colors and things of that nature. So, everything inside the book bag is unisex. There are notebooks. And y'all know I love school supply shopping. If you didn't know, I love to school supply shop. So, I'm in here. I'm in the Walmart picking up all the shit. So, we got notebooks. We got... speaking of school supplies, let me tell y'all, 5-star... Back in the day, 5-star used to be like the premier school supply shit. Like, I used to get all my 5-star stuff because I was bougie like that. And it was good quality stuff. Nowadays, 5-star ain't what it used to be. But that's neither here nor there. So we got notebooks, we got packs of paper, we got folders, we got scissors and pens and index cards and glue sticks and regular glue for you kids who like to play with glue. Pencils, everything you need for school supplies. Crayola, because we don't do that crazy art or whatever that other brand is. It just don't color right. I don't know how you girls back in the day used to use it, but this is Crayola. And also inside the book, we partnered with my good Judy, Martina. She's an author and a worldwide woman, if you will. And we included one of her children's books in each of the book bags. So this first week we're gonna get It's Always Personal. This is a good one. I actually read this one myself too. And these are going in each bag. So if you are, matter of fact, let me put this in here now. If you are the 19th comment throughout the episode, I'll announce whoever the winner is at the end of the episode. You will receive a book bag. Rules and regulations and things of that nature are on the post. So make sure you check out the post to see the rules and regulations and things of that nature. If no one wins, then we will donate the book bag to a deserving teacher in the Cleveland area. Because let me tell you, teachers will take school supplies like drugs. Like, they'll take it all. Because they don't be liking to go. Listen, teachers are underpaid and stressed out, and they dealing with COVID and all that other shit. The last thing they need to be dealing with is providing for our kids and things of that nature. So it will go to a deserving teacher. I know a couple of teachers. I know 2 off top. So that's the first 2 weeks, and y'all can recommend some teachers too. Leave some teachers down in the comment section and let them know that the Library Live got your back. Okay? So that's that. The 19th comment in the comments throughout this episode. So if you're down there, be prepared. So let's get into this week of just mess. Just a week of shit. Full of shit the whole week. I do want to start. Actually, I'm going to start. Let's go all the way back. Before we get, because that's the, first of all, before we go into the mess, since I just scrolled past this, I would like to give a huge shout out to my good Judy, DJ Chevy Red, who I love so much. I had a moment last night. I almost cried, but I didn't feel like it because I was a thug. She had Oliver Twix from the T.S. Madison Experience on her Rhythms and Robes last night, and she plugged the Library Live, and I love her so much. Like, get you some friends who, like, plug your shit and, like, talk shit and things of that nature, good shit at that, about your brand just as much as you talk about theirs. I love her so much, and I love Oliver. And Oliver, whenever you're ready to come through to the Library Live, you are more than welcome, okay? So shout out to her. Now let's get into the mess. Let me scroll down some more. Matter of fact, we're going to start with the versus battle. We're going to start with that. We are going to start with the versus battle because I tell you what, I was not pleasantly surprised at what happened, what went down on the versus battle. So this happened on Tuesday night. I was at work. I totally forgot it was coming on. It came on at 10. It started at 10. It really started at like 10:30, but that's neither here nor there. It was the Lox versus Dipset. Now, for you guys who don't know, who may believe that while I am a little more polished and refined than I am now, I have a past. And in that past, I was a member of Dipset. I was. On the DL. Because I didn't want people to know. Like, I had a phase where, like, my brothers, and little do they know, whether they know or not, like, I was sneaking and listening to their music while listening to my own. I was a Pop-Tart. I've been a Pop-Tart all my life. But they was like the rap heads. So I had to listen to their shit. And Dipset, for me, was it back in the day. So I was rooting for Dipset all night. I don't know what the fuck Jadakiss drunk that night or what he had in his cup. But Jadakiss could have took over the whole stage and I would have been thoroughly satisfied. Dipset got their asses whooped. Like, for old and for new. It wasn't even a competition at a certain point. It was like, okay, this is a versus battle. We came to see y'all, you know, perform. One of the things that Jadakiss kept mentioning, which I totally agree with, like, sir, y'all rappers. We came to see y'all rap. You over a backing track. We didn't come to see Britney Spears. We come to see Britney Spears lip sync. We don't come to see rappers lip sync. Jadakiss ate that whole versus battle up and took it home for the Lox. Now, and the gag is, I knew all of the Dipset songs. I knew a couple of the Lox songs, so when they came on, I got it. But even the songs I didn't know, because of Jadakiss energy, I was there going off, like, at work, mind you. All on the floor, just ghetto. it was such a, I was just so disappointed in Dipset. I was so disappointed. Because it was like, y'all ain't even putting up a fight at this point. And at this point, ain't no point in putting up a fight. Because Jadakiss ate y'all alive by himself. Styles P and them was there too, but I mean, Jadakiss ain't need no help. He didn't need no help. It was a good night for New York though. New York people and, you know, the girls and the hip hop community and things of that nature, all of y'all stand up and things of that nature. It was a good night for y'all. But Dipset, y'all need y'all asses whooped. I was so upset. They ain't played none of my songs. I mean, at a certain point, I fell asleep. Because it was still on by the time I got home. I got home at like 11:15. They were still going. I didn't close my eyes until a little after 12, and I believe I fell asleep on it. So, girl, I was just upset and embarrassed. Coming up, allegedly, they are talking of a Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. You know, this always happens after every versus battle. We always go into who gonna be next, and Jennifer Hudson is on the internet saying she would totally be down for a Fantasia versus her battle. Fantasia has already said she don't want no parts in no versus battle. I don't know why Fantasia. It ain't like you doing nothing else. You can get on up there and be on the versus battle like everybody else. Quit acting brand new. Okay, so moving on to this. No, we are not gonna say that. Okay. Contrary to what I wanted to say, I'm just gonna leave it at that and speak on it. So, Ice-T and Coco. Y'all know Ice-T and Coco. Ice-T from the little show. Well, you know, Ice-T used to rap, but now we know him from the little crime show. I forget which one. Him and his wife Coco got a 5-year-old child, and apparently they went on the internet and said, well, Coco went on the internet and stated how she is still breastfeeding her 5-year-old child, and the internet is in shambles. Ice-T then went on to defend the behavior. I don't know what. Is Ice-T like full black, or is he just like light skinned? I don't know Ice-T's ethnicity, but here's my thing. I'm not gonna make this a black or white thing, I promise. I kind of already did, but I'm just saying. This is just my opinion. I don't have kids. I don't know anybody who is breastfeeding their child after maybe 2 at the latest. I just feel like black people be in such a hurry to like get their kids some food. We be like, fuck that shit. Like, get this real food because I'm sick of this shit. But nonetheless, I just feel like at an age where if a child can walk up to you and either pull your boob out and go off on their own, and or say mama titty or something like that, I think that's when it's time to be like, okay, maybe it's time to stop this. Now, in Coco's defense, she said, whenever the child is ready to stop, then that's when we'll stop. So, I mean, it's her child, I suppose. But just since she put it on the internet, then she gave me the gateway to talk about it. So I'm talking about it. I just find it a little awkward if I see a little baby human walking around, walking fully, running, sprinting possibly, and swan diving onto your boob for nourishment. Like, are we like boobing and food, or is this the sole source of nourishment, your boob, or is it like you get regular food on the side? Because you gotta have teeth at this point at 5 years old. So I just have so many questions, but I'm gonna mind my business because, as previously stated, I do not have children, nor am I feeding any children from my bosom. So I'm just gonna leave that at that. Good luck, Coco and Ice-T. I almost called him Ice Cube. I knew it was Ice something. Ice Trade. He knows his name. Yeah, good luck with your boobs, because like they got teeth, like they grown. Anywho. Okay, we're not going to talk about the baby just yet. We're going to get into some other stuff first. Condolences to, let's just condone a lot of stuff, because I didn't post about this because I just saw the notification today. Tony Barker, the Instagram comedian, his son was killed recently over the past 48 hours in a hit and run accident. Such a sad situation. And he's funny. I like Tony Barker. He makes the videos with he does the voice track over the animals and things of that nature. It's a real funny guy. And his son was killed. Somebody I think it was a hit and run or something like that. So sorry to this man, and more importantly, also not more importantly, but also sorry to Fetty Wap, whose daughter, who was a 4-year-old, went on to glory over the week. And all these people going on to glory and these babies, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. It's not Mazika's, by the way. Because that was the first thing that I thought. I was like, is this Mazika baby or is it one of the other Fetty Wap babies? Because, you know, Fetty Wap got kids. So, it's not Mazika, so don't worry about her. So, blessings and peace to Fetty Wap. Kathy Griffin announced over the week that she has lung cancer. I don't know what the fuck is in the air. Apparently, get your mask because we going backwards with the mask. We'll talk about that in a minute. I love Kathy Griffin. She stated that she has never smoked a day in her life and she was diagnosed with stage 1 lung cancer. I had no idea because I feel like when I used to watch her show, Living Life on the D-List, was it on Bravo? It was on Bravo, I think. I loved that show. I feel like she smoked back then. But maybe I'm just mistaken. I loved her mom. God bless her mom's soul who's going on to glory. Her mother was hilarious. Her little whine. Her mother was so funny. What was her name? I forget her mom's name, but she was so cute. Nonetheless, Kathy is undergoing some kind of surgery over, I think, the past 48 hours. She's out, and hopefully she'll be recovering. But good luck, Kathy, girl. This is the condolence portion of the episode, apparently. Okay, we're gonna tie that, girl. Look at y'all, auntie. Look at y'all, auntie. Girl, the thug Mrs. Kaya. Looking crazy in the car. Oh my God, today. All over Instagram. Moving on. So, congratulations to Beyonce. She was, Rolling Stone named her Formation video the best video of all time. And I'm going to say I agree. Actually, I prefer Freakum Dress. But for the people, Formation absolutely was a movement when it came out. She shook the table like no other. I'm just, partial to Freakum Dress because that's my shit. Song and the video, just everything about Freakum Dress. I think that's my favorite Beyonce song, like, of all time. Why is that the favorite? I don't know. But when Freakum Dress comes on, you can't tell me shit. I go off. I shake the table. I be zipping it, doing it, and all of that shit. Just because it. Have you never heard Freakum Dress? It's just that song. Get into it. But Formation for me was a really good song. Like I said, it's a really good video, more importantly for the people, and the time it actually came out and the message that it portrayed. So shout out to Beyonce for the best video of all time. I guess Kanye wasn't 100% crazy when he said what he said about Taylor Swift and jumped up there and got on everybody's damn nerves. Moving on. Okay, let's get into it because clearly there are a lot of stories about his ass. So, since last week we told y'all about the baby, aka the Closet Barracuda, how he made the statements about the LGBTQRSTUV PIDA community. I take that back. I'm going to tell you exactly what he said because he didn't necessarily pinpoint the LGBTQRSTUV PIDA community. However, he did insinuate the LGBTQRSTUV PIDA community. He said, shout out to the men that's not sucking dick in the parking lot. Shout out to the people that didn't come with HIV and AIDS, about to die in 2 or 3 weeks. And shout out to the women who pussy smell like water. Or put your lighters up, something like that. Put your phones up. That's what he said. And he has been canceled left and right ever since. I tell you, it's like every day a new cancellation. The most recent one, the biggest one if you ask me, is the iHeartRadio Festival canceled his ass. And that for me is like the other ones is just cute and all. But the iHeart Music Festival or iHeartRadio is iHeartRadio or iHeartMusic. Nonetheless, iHeart anything is big to lose. So here's one he lost, the Governor's Ball. The day in Vegas he lost. And then he had the nerve to come to us and make the following, his publicist came to us and made, because this just sounds scripted. And I'm going to read all of it for you because I just feel it necessary. Here we go. Here's what he has to say. This is what his apology said that his publicist wrote. Social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you even have the opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes. As a man who has helped, who has had to make his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance has been challenging. I appreciate the many people who came to me with kindness, who reached out to me privately to offer wisdom, education, and resources. That's what I needed, and it was received. I want to apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize to my misinformed comments about HIV and AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Love to all. God bless the baby. Keep it. Keep all of it. Here's why I'm telling him to keep it. And my thing about the black people, y'all, we most times get on my nerves with shit like this. Everybody, oh, why don't y'all just forgive them? People make mistakes. Yes, absolutely, people do make mistakes. And had the baby got up there and made these statements and saw the reaction from the community and just people in general, and then apologized, we could have talked. But because the baby decided to get on the internet immediately after and double down and tell us that we were being insensitive and he don't give a fuck and all these good things, in so many words, he didn't say those words verbatim, but that's basically what he got on the internet and said, double down on these comments, and then was on Twitter liking posts and tweets and shit that kind of backed up the bullshit that he said, then yeah, we would have been okay with, maybe just let it go. But because you were doing all that, giving all of that, the baby Barracuda, no. You're done. As far as we're concerned, or at least here on this land, the library, I didn't really check for the baby in the first place. I feel like all his music sounds the same, and them songs that he be featured on, I just skip his verse, especially on Dua Lipa, Levitating. I turn the song off when he come on, because I'd be like, okay, over it. But that's my stance on it. That's just how I feel. Like, everybody, yeah, all the whole, I need education, I need guidance, yeah. You should have got that shit before you got your ass on that stage and said what the fuck you had to say. That's all I'm saying. It was random, it was malicious, it was weird, it was awkward. We don't know where the fuck it came from or what the theory behind it was. So, we cancel. The internet has been in shambles since. Black Twitter makes everything a joke, and I love it. They've been putting the baby is canceled on random, shit. Like, they said, the most recent one I saw was the baby has been canceled from the Barcelona Festival. You remember the Barcelona Festival from the Cheetah Girls? And they said the Cheetah Girls will be replacing him. I died. It's like a bunch of random little things. I'm here for it all. So, the baby is canceled in so many words. There was something else I wanted to touch on regarding this the baby is canceled thing. There's iHeart. There was something else. There was more on this. I know there was more. Maybe not. Miley Cyrus. Let's talk about Miley Cyrus, who decided to stick her nose in the shit and tell us that she wants to go and coax the baby. Miley, I get you love black men, but ma'am, ain't nobody asked you to be the spokesperson. I don't know who these people think they are. Like, these people who randomly decide, hey, I want to be the spokesperson for the LGBTQ PIDA community. Like, first of all, we don't even have a fucking spokesperson, do we? Like, because can we as like a community decide on a spokesperson? Somebody that we all are okay with and trust and things of that nature? Like, excuse me. Who do we all... This gonna be hard. Where's EJ Johnson? EJ don't bother nobody. EJ be running around here floating, taking trips on yachts and shit, team this, doing all that stuff. Where's EJ? EJ can be our spokesperson. He don't shake the table. He don't have no controversial ass views. He not only is a member of the LGBTQRSTUVPID community, but his father is also HIV positive, so he got like both parts of the stance. I vote for EJ Johnson. That's just me. I don't know who y'all vote for, but you leave it in the comments and let me know. But Miley Cyrus, you ain't it. You're not. I'm sorry, ma'am. We still ain't forgave you for that. What's that song you made with them J's on? And that damn jersey dress you had on, the hip hop parade, all of that shit. I didn't forget about that blackface you had, because I didn't appreciate that shit. It was annoying, it was upsetting me and my homegirls. So, Miley, it ain't you. Let alone that mess that you pulled on that VMA stage. Okay, so let's move on from the Baby Barracuda and get into some other shit. Paris has a new cooking show. Paris is apparently not pregnant, according to her. Paris Hilton, by the way. She's not pregnant, and she has a new show coming to Netflix, Cooking with Paris. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna resubscribe to Netflix just to watch it because I love Paris Hilton, and Kim Kardashian is gonna be on one of the shows. You know, I live for me some Kim. So I don't know when. Does it say when? Oh, it's now streaming. It's there already. On the premiere episode right now. For you girls who don't know, let me just take y'all back to 2000 and shit. What year was it? It had to be at least 4 or 5. How old are we? 2000? No, 4 or 5. When we first met Kim Kardashian, kikiing around with Paris Hilton. Because some of y'all swear to God that Ray J was y'all introduction to Kim Kardashian. Maybe he was, but us who have been into this kind of shit for years, we knew about Kim long before Ray J. Just saying, and I'm moving on. Okay, let's talk about Blackground Records. Because this is going to weave like 3 stories together. We're going to talk about Blackground, Aaliyah, and R.Kelly. So, oh, thank you. You like my shirt? Thank you. Go be great. From the Everything and Then Some podcast. Hit up, wait, I got like a, hold on. Here we go. Just Jer or The Lucky Laugh on Instagram or Facebook for your Go Be Great merchandise, okay? That's crooked, but whatever. You see what I'm saying. Get into it. Okay, so Blackground Records. Y'all know Blackground Records, the record label that went to hell and buried all of their music, the good music at that, including Toni Braxton's Libra album, which y'all know how I feel about Libra. It's no secret that Toni Braxton's Libra album is my all-time favorite. It's probably in my top 5 favorite albums of all time. Because it was so good. From start to finish. It's Midnight Tell Me, Do You Know Where Your Man Is? That's one of the songs. Take This Ring, Shadowless, Stop Playing With Me, I Got to Breathe, all of that, but neither here nor there. So, Blackground Records is apparently inked some deal with the, is it Empire Records? Yeah, Empire Records. And now they're releasing all of their music on streaming platforms coming soon, including One in a Million, which is Aaliyah's album. Also, Tank and JoJo, all of Tank's old shit. I don't know how y'all feel about Tank. I don't really care for Tank's music, but we support Tank because he support the girls. Tank and JoJo went on the internet and said, listen, don't be on there streaming that shit, because guess what? It ain't going in my pockets. It's going in Empire's pockets. Don't want no parts in it. So, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming Libra, because I went and bought the album. So, I found the CD. I had to travel all around the world, hey girl, just to get it, but I found the CD. So, I may not be streaming it. But it's for you girls who, like to stream and things of that nature. It'll be available. For y'all who don't know nothing about Libra, it baffles me when people say, what album? I'm like, you never listened to Libra? I stole my dad's copy back in the day. When the CD first came out, that's how I was, invited into the Libra situation. I took my dad's copy. Hey, Mary Boo. I took his copy, and ever since then, that has been like top 5 albums of all time. So, for me, just my opinion, I judge my top 5 albums by I don't know how y'all feel, But I feel like if I go into Walmart and you know the little big $5 bin, if it's a CD in there that I already own, but I buy another one just because anyway, that album has to be in my top 5. Point in case, Kelly Clarkson's Breakaway, that album, I literally have like 12 copies of that just because every time I see a copy of it, I buy one. TLC's Crazy Sexy Cool, Lord knows how many copies of that shit I got, but every time I see a copy in the Walmart bin, I pick one up. Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again. That album. What else? Oh, Mariah Carey's the gold one with Honey on it and My All and all them songs. What's the name of that album? I don't remember. But that album, and there's another one I'm thinking of. I think it's the Backstreet Boys. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, leave your favorite albums in the comment section. Okay, so listen. Everybody got a couple of copies of Crazy Sexy Cool. You have to. So, merging into Aaliyah. Aaliyah's been all over the internet as of recently because, well, for a couple of reasons. One, the first reason, news hit last week, according to some person who will be writing a book about Aaliyah. Allegedly, she was drugged before she got on the flight that unfortunately took her life and sent her on to glory. Apparently, from what the lady was saying, I forget her name, but she's a journalist, entertainment journalist. She said that there's evidence that Aaliyah had some kind of sleeping pill in her system, and they gave her that because she was nervous about getting on the flight because of the weight limit on the flight. For you guys who don't know, Aaliyah went on to glory. Who doesn't know? These kids that may be watching this video later in life. Okay, for you kids who don't know who Aaliyah is, because unfortunately there will be a whole generation who is like, who is Aaliyah? Anyway, she went on to glory back in 2001? 1 or 2? It's 2021, so it's 2001. Went on to glory from a plane crash. She was coming back from the islands after shooting the legendary Rock the Boat video. And apparently the reason for the plane crash was it was overweight. They loaded too much shit on the plane and it didn't have but 2 seconds in the air before it went back down. So, plus allegedly the pilot was high as hell, according to sources. He gone on to glory too. Nonetheless, she said that they gave her a sleeping pill and she was knocked out on the plane and she didn't know what the hell was going on. Now, how you can confirm or deny this information, I don't know, because everybody, as far as I know, on the plane died. I believe. I'm pretty sure. God, did y'all see the, I get so sad thinking about Aaliyah and all of that mess. Because I remember, I was in my bed, minding my business, and I used to play with my mom's two-way. She used to have a two-way, and she had one of them ones where you could play games on. So I was playing the games on her two-way, and a little notification scrolled across the top, singer Aaliyah dead from car crash. Or not car crash, plane crash. I wept. Do you hear me? I did not cry, I wept. In the bed. I was like, oh my God. Mommy come in the room. What's wrong? I was like, Aaliyah. Handed her the thing. She was like, oh my God. You know, my mom was just like, okay, girl, who is this? But I had a moment. I really loved Aaliyah, like her spirit and all that good stuff, her music, and she just went on to glory so early in her life before we had time to, you know, give it something that we can feel. I mean, she still gave it something we could feel, but she had so much more to give. And then she had to go on to glory, get on that damn plane. It was over limit with the height, or not height, the weight. It was just asinine. Why? I was scared to get on planes. She is one of the reasons why I was scared to get on planes. Now I'm like, girl, fly me out. Private jet, no Delta. But like back then, that's why it took me so long to actually fly. Because I was like, you ain't finna take me out. Nope. How do I know if this flight? But you remember like the behind the music. I don't know if y'all watched the behind the music of Aaliyah back in the day. Because they did a behind the music like the year that she went on to glory. And they had like the last footage and shit. I cried again watching that. I was just an emotional wreck. I was more emotional back then than I am now. Neither here nor there. So, I don't even know how we got here. Nonetheless, Aaliyah, we was talking about, the lady talking about how she went on the glory and the sleeping pills. But nonetheless, the music. So, according to the Blackground people, the music is going to be on Spotify. Here are the dates for you girls who don't have the Ultimate Aaliyah CD like I do. And you have to wait for it to be on streaming. Because I don't. I have the Ultimate Aaliyah. So all the songs I need, I got off the Ultimate Aaliyah album. But the one I really care to listen to is the self-titled from September 10th. That's going to be September 10th. So I'm going to be listening to that. But the Ultimate Aaliyah will be out October 8th for you girls who want to get y'all lives and teach y'all children about the icon that was Aaliyah. Now, let's talk about this uncle. Let's talk about this uncle because Rashad, y'all know Rashad. Rashad is Aaliyah's brother. We met him back in the Queen of the Damn days because Aaliyah went on to glory before she finished the movie, and he had to come and finish her little vocals or something like that, the script or whatever. They put him in to do it. It was a real cool thing that happened. I don't know how they pulled that off, but I remember hearing that on something I was watching, but neither here nor there. So her uncle, let me try to break this down as best as I can because I read it several times, and here's how I'm understanding it. So Rashad is over this estate, the Aaliyah estate. Rashad is the reason why, we've been, protecting Aaliyah and, we'll release the music, but it's going to be when the time is right and all that good stuff, which I respect. Like I told y'all, I got the Ultimate Aaliyah. I don't need it. But he was like, when the time is right. Apparently the uncle here, has the rights to the music. So the uncle is the reason why we will now have music streaming without permission from Rashad and the rest of the estate. Because apparently and allegedly, Uncle Man here is starting his own record label with some new girl who, according to the internet, he is coining as the new Aaliyah, up and coming Aaliyah. And here's what he had to say regarding just the death of Aaliyah and all that good stuff. And watch closely, because I feel shady vibes from him. But here we go.
Be very candid with you. Since the death of my niece, I don't have the same relationship I used to have with my sister. We were very close. But when you lose a child or a niece that you really loved, it was difficult for my family. So a lot of things in my family changed.
So he doing Billboard interviews and things of that nature. He's really pushing this record label that he about to jump off, and he gonna use Aaliyah's music to springboard that shit. And now I ain't even mad at Rashad, because this is exactly why Rashad was like, no, we don't want to release nothing right now. Let it go when the time is right, because now he about to money hungry. Where's the statement? There's a statement. I got a statement. I got the statement. I know I saved the statement. Hold that thought. Lord Jesus, please don't let it be nothing inappropriate in my pictures. I don't think it is. Okay, good, it's not. Here is the statement. Here's what the estate had to say. Protecting Aaliyah's legacy is and will always be our focus. For 20 years, we have battled behind the scenes, enduring shadowy tactics of deception with unauthorized projects targeted to tarnish. We have always been confused as to why there is such tenacity in causing more pain alongside what we have already coped with for the rest of our lives. Now it's the 20 years, or it's this 20th year, this unscrupulous Rashad is pissed. This unscrupulous endeavor to release Aaliyah's music without any transparency or full accounting to the estate compels our hearts to express a word: forgiveness. Although we will continue to defend ourselves and her legacy lawfully and justly, we want to preempt the inevitable attacks on our character by all the individuals who have emerged from the shadows to leech off of Aaliyah's life's work. Ultimately, we desire closure and the modicum of peace so we can facilitate the growth of the Aaliyah's Memorial Fund and other creative projects that embody Aaliyah's true essence, which is to inspire strength and positivity for people of all creeds, races, and cultures around the world. Signed, the estate of Aaliyah Houghton. Rashad is not happy. And I know Rashad is somewhere ready to fight. I know he is knucking and bucking and ready to fight. He gotta be. Because he ain't lying. Like, they've been like holding this whole Aaliyah shit down for years. Like, you can hardly buy her damn CDs unless you go to the damn CD exchange. So they've been doing real good to keep this shit on the DL. And now all of a sudden here come this shady ass uncle who I ain't never seen before in my life, or heard of for that matter, and he just pull a couple of strings and now all of a sudden her music is about to be on streaming platforms within the next 2 months. With dates. They have dates that they'll be releasing this shit, so they building up their anticipation and everything. Oh, you's a shady uncle. You's a shady uncle. I'm glad I ain't got no uncles. I mean, like, my aunt's married. Like, my one aunt married a man, and that was over. So I don't really consider him like uncle for real. Like, I got a bunch of aunts. I don't have any uncles, which I think I'm glad about. Cause shady motherfuckers. Well, shit, you gotta worry about the aunties too nowadays. Cause Lord knows if I ever pop, when I pop, I know a couple of aunties that I'm gonna have to put a cease and desist on. Like, don't be doing interviews talking about something. I've been knowing him since he was a little Billy Badass, running around and talking stuff and cussing and all of that. I knew he was gonna be something with. No, shut your ass up. No, you didn't. You ain't no shit. That's neither here nor there. I almost gave y'all all my damn business. Anyway, so Aaliyah family, the legacy and the estate. Good luck, cause the uncle is releasing the shit. Whether you like it or not, it's coming soon to Spotify. I don't know what you Apple Music girls is gonna do, but they is gonna put it all on the internet, and we gonna be getting our lives, the streaming people. Cause I told you I got the ultimate Aaliyah. I'm gonna keep bragging about it, cause I ain't seen that album nowhere. I'm so glad I bought that album when I was younger. So glad. Anywho, so let's move on. We gotta go back up. Because most of my stories are up here. Oh, no, they're not. I'm sorry. They were down. Okay, so let me fire off on Blac Chyna real quick and give her something she can feel with her raggedy ass. So Blac Chyna went on Twitter a couple of days ago and decided to post that Tyga, her baby's father, is interested in trans women, and so is she, and no, she's not hacked. Then come to find out, allegedly, according to her, she got hacked. Blac Chyna, let me fire off on you just real quick, because this notion of outing, Blac Chyna has done this before with Tyga. Like, I remember doing this story on the radio. I feel like Blac Chyna got on there and said something about how Tyga is interested in trans girls or something like that. She ain't say trans women. She probably used the TY word, but that's just what kind of person Blac Chyna is. Nonetheless, ma'am, this is what I need you to be concerned with. Your child, both of them. This one I think is okay. King Cairo, or King, I forget his name, King something. And Lil Dream. She's so cute, Lil Dream. Have y'all seen a recent picture of Dream? Rob posted a picture a couple of weeks ago. She's just so cute. Nonetheless, ma'am, it's people like you who run around and do this whole outing thing. Outing. I'm sorry. Outing. We enunciate here in the library, okay? This whole outing thing, that just sounds bad. Outing. I don't like, I have a very high disrespect for this whole outing culture. I do. I don't believe in it. I think it's ghetto. I think it's tacky. I think you need to grow the fuck up. And Blac Chyna, for the fact that you decided to say Tyga is interested in trans women, but I am too, like what was the fucking point? Apparently, it's random, make random ass statement month between you and the Closet Barracuda and everybody else is making these random ass statements on the internet. It's getting weird. And Blac Chyna, you need your ass whooped because, quite frankly, he was into you. So what that mean about you? I'm just asking. I'm not being shady. I'm just asking. I mean, I am, but I'm just asking still and requesting an answer. It's not rhetorical. What does that say about you, Chyna? You got your little OnlyFans check. You be embezzling money, allegedly. That's what you need to be concerned about. Is people not coming and knocking on your door. Quite frankly, you also need to be concerned about that goddamn custody battle that you going through with Rob Kardashian. That needs to be your concern. Who is the Closet Barracuda? That's the baby. He was that's the baby, the Closet Barracuda. The Closet Barracuda, like the baby, but the closet. He looks like a barracuda. Y'all not finna sit here and play with me and pretend like he do not look like a barracuda. He got that big mouth, nice teeth, but he got that big mouth, and he always he look like a barracuda. Neither here nor there. Blac Chyna, go to hell. You and no. How is Tokyo Tony? I wonder how she doing. I miss her on the internet. Did she block me? Because I ain't seen her in a while. I know I followed her at one point. I need Tokyo Tony to go get you together. Because that's one person that you won't step to with the bullshit is your mama. Because she'll check your ass in a second. I miss Tokyo Tony. She need a show. Neither here nor there. Moving on. Blac Chyna, go to hell. Okay. Down. Going down. R.Kelly. We were supposed to weave Aaliyah into this R.Kelly story, but here it is. So I told y'all last week about the whole the little boy that R.Kelly allegedly fuck that alleged. I'm just gonna say it. The little boy that R.Kelly sexually assaulted when he was 17 years old down to the McDonald's and things of that nature. So R.Kelly apparently is in the jailhouse concerned that this is gonna all come out and he doesn't want the jury, who may or may not be homophobic, to throw his ass back in the prison house because now all of a sudden you got this you may or may not be fluid, if you will. Robert, your fluidity is the least of your problems. I mean the least. Like the case that's built against you, you being gay is the least of your problems. Cause you ain't getting out of jail ever. Well, let me not say that because we said that about Bill Cosby too, and look where he at. Somewhere frolicking around with Jello pudding pops and things of that nature. So, let's not say that, but hopefully he won't be getting out of jail anytime soon, ever. So, and also, apparently they're going to be bringing up the whole Aaliyah thing in this court case. So, and that should have been the first thing on the goddamn docket. Y'all should have brought that up day one. You were whole married to Aaliyah when she was 14. 14, 15. I don't remember. Just know you lied about the shit. And her parents may or may not have been involved. I don't know that to be true. That's just what the streets said back in the day. And I'm leaving it at that. R. Kelly, you're never getting out. Never gonna get it. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Hallelujah. You're not getting out, sir. You're not gonna get out. And that's on period, poo. Did we talk about her? No, I don't care to talk about her and her tacky ass hair. She get on my nerves. Dolly Parton, I don't really care to do that story either. Monique and Steele should develop unscripted. I care, but I don't care about this Monique story. Like, I care because I loved Charm School when it was on, but I don't care because now Monique is not Charm School Monique. This is like a new Monique. And I see they use this old picture of her. This is like, it ain't old, but this ain't like the current Monique. This is like maybe a couple of years ago Monique. Nonetheless, like, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be real. It's going to give real judgmental. It's going to get real shady. It's going to get real, you know, don't wear your bonnets out in public. I just don't want to deal with Monique once a week on TV like I used to. Because we used to love Monique on Charm School back in the day. we got a couple of quotes from Monique on Charm School from back in the day. So I don't need help. That's just one of them. Anywho, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. We already got our what's the name coming back? What's the boys? Not the boys. The Surreal Life. That's already coming back, and that's good enough. One show a year. Monique and them can wait. Oh shit, we back at last week. Okay, so I guess we're done here. Did Lil Nas X do anything this week to shake the table? I don't think so. Okay, well, listen. So, listen, I love you guys for watching. Immediately following today's episode, the winner will be announced for the first Library Live school supply. Girl, I keep forgetting how heavy this book bag is. I'm sorry. The first Library Live school supply drive. So be on the lookout on the comment section on this page, of course, here on the Library Live. For the winner, you're going to get all this stuff, including my good Judy, Martina Lanier's children's book. Girl, I'm telling you, this book bag is heavy as fuck. It's Always Personal. Available now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and who else sell books? Anybody who sell books on the internet, you can find it. And if not, get your ass on Google. Google looks for everybody, honey. Okay, I love you guys for watching. We will see you guys next Thursday. And good luck to whoever wins. Come on, get back in here. It's a lot. Oh, that's the coils from the notebook. Girl, I'm tearing up the shit. Anywho, I love you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next week. Oh,